Hi, my name is Dennis Andrews, and today we're going to be talking about Ronald Reagan, the life and accomplishments of Ronald Reagan. Our country is experiencing hard economic times. There are peoples in this world that want to see America destroyed and everything she stands for. They want to see that brought down. These times are difficult, but they're not new. Our country has seen these times before under a different president whom we know as Ronald Reagan. We faced these times before, and Ronald Reagan, as president, was able to fix the economy. For a long period of time, he brought peace to our country. He brought an end to the Cold War, and he survived an assassination attempt. He is to be honored and remembered. Today, I'm going to be commemorating him. But more than his devotion to America was his devotion to his family. He was also deeply devoted to his family. He was married twice, and he had 5 children, one of which was adopted. I have a wife who is, I guess it's safe to say, pretty much obsessed with Ronald Reagan. All things American, and if you study America, you can't miss Ronald Reagan. I've spent much time researching and documenting his achievements. Ronald Reagan is a man whom we should study. I'm an American who is able to stand here today because of this man. I'm an American who is able to stand here as a direct result of the freedoms that Reagan helped to preserve and protect. You guys and whoever is watching this will be able to realize the amazing impact that Ronald Reagan had on our country and the entire world because of the wisdom and the faith that he showed. What we're going to be talking about is Ronald Reagan's economic genius, what he did to fix the economy. We're going to talk about his oratory skills, and we're also going to recognize his love for Christ. Let's start off with his economic genius. Though many opponents criticized him at the time, when Reagan took office, he said he had a plan to save the economy. Okay? He said that we're going to make more money by taking less from the people. Known around the world today as Reaganomics, Reagan's use of change in the government to return more money to the taxpayers revolutionized the American economy. After 4 horrendous years of economic downspin before Reagan came into office, the administration that Reagan led chose to cut taxes and cut big government spending. Reagan lowered taxes and the unemployment rate significantly during his lifetime as president, as we see in the article known as Reaganomics. We're also going to talk about how he is a great communicator. He isn't called the great communicator for no reason. As noted in many commentaries, as we can still see in his taped speeches, Reagan had a tremendous gift for being able to speak. He also had a gift for being able to say exactly what he wanted to say in the exact perfect moment. He waited until exactly the right time to say things that needed to be said. And when he said things, his words had meaning. And one of the most famous examples we remember, one of his greatest examples, we remember when Reagan was shot. Reagan stayed wisely away from all the media, away from reporters during the time of his recovery. And when he came back, the first thing he did was he went to the joint session of Congress. And there he proposed his new economic plan, his new government budget. And because he's a president who's been shot and he came back, everyone supported Reagan. And basically whatever he wanted, he got because of the support that they showed for a president who came back from having been nearly assassinated. Because of the tremendous support for Reagan due to the gunshot, his budget passed easily. He was an opportunist to the fullest degree. But he always used it for good. And perhaps the most famous speech given by a contemporary American president in a most stirring address to the people of Berlin and the people of West and East Germany, Ronald Reagan said, "Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall." As we see in his speech, tear down this wall. And that is directly addressed to Mr. Gorbachev, the USSR leader at the time. And they did that. Reagan's wisdom was drawn directly from his relationship with Christ, and we're going to talk about that. When Reagan would speak, it was powerful, moving, encouraging. He gained wisdom from God. We can see that. Who can forget in 1986 when the space shuttle exploded in the sky? The country was under severe duress. We were at a national time of mourning. When who came to our rescue with words of affirmation and encouragement and exhortation? Reagan. A nation, too, will long feel the loss of her 7 sons and daughters, her 7 good friends. We can find consolation only in faith, for we know in our hearts that you who flew so high and so proud now make your home beyond the stars, safe in God's promise of eternal life. May God bless you all and give you comfort in this difficult time. That was an excerpt from Ronald Reagan's speech on the Challenger explosion. Reagan is said to have been motivated in every aspect of his life and career by his spiritual convictions. We can see this in the book, God and Ronald Reagan. Reagan left his distinctly Christian mark on this world. In conclusion, I would like to reiterate several points. Even in these hard times, we have much to learn from Reagan and his proven methods for boosting the economy. Under Reagan, America saw incredible growth and prosperity. We should remember Reagan as one of the greatest orators in American history, simply because he was. He had a way about him of making it almost impossible to find ways to disagree with him legitimately. He had a knack for finding the perfect timing to make mention of something that once he revealed it, it simply made sense. Things that he wanted to bring up didn't make sense until he said it. We must remember Reagan as a great president and a great man of God. His faith directed him, as should ours guide us. Reagan will be missed dearly for many more